So I went in, and there was a beautiful little hostess.
Okay.
And
Twinkie or a ding dong?
Excuse me?
Twinkie or a ding dong?
Sweet, that's nice. Asian, so I don't know what that would be.
That
Maybe
would be
a little fortune or a ding dong.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Funny, I bet people like you.
Yeah.
You're riding down the Harland Highway.
All right, hold tight on the Harland Highway Show.
Harland Williams.
Oh, God. Does the camera, do I have to see the screen?
Mm-hmm.
I do?
Oh, yeah.
Can't you just put it down?
You want it down?
I don't want to see the...
You don't want to see yourself.
Yeah, can you flip it down?
Sure I can. Although seeing you is the best part of the day.
Yeah, but not for me.
Wow.
There. Thank you. I want to focus on you, not on me.
Wait, are you saying you don't like to look at yourself in the mirror?
No.
Why?
Then I'd never leave.
Oh, so it's you're
Are
a
we rolling
hottie.
yet?
Yeah, we're rolling.
No, we're not. You missed that.
What do you mean?
That was great pod.
No, we're rolling.
So that was going?
Yeah.
But then you went and touched something.
No, I just adjusted the volume because any second now I'm going to hit the theme music, but you don't need to know when.
So the question you asked that I don't want to look at myself was because I wanted that.
The camera monitor, you were looking into your own monitor.
Yeah, and I was just hypnotized.
You were hypnotized
by beauty, just
your
like,
own.
I'm going to focus on that when I know that I should be interacting with whoever I'm with. I just didn't want to, make that about the show.
Do you know that term Beauty and the Beast?
I do know the term. I haven't seen the show.
But would you consider yourself Beauty or the Beast?
Oh, I ride the middle.
So the breast?
I could be that.
You're the breast.
I'm kind of pretty, but I'm also. Well, you don't think I'm pretty?
Well, isn't pretty for girls? I mean, wouldn't you say handsome?
No, I think I'm a beautiful young lady, man. I have green eyes, long eyelashes, a strong nose.
You are kind of pretty.
Yeah, so I'm pretty.
Now that you say it.
I'm also beastly.
Yeah.
I'm kind of rugged. I have the beard. I have a lot of craggles, which is...
Craggles?
I think that's lines.
Wasn't that one of the Muppets?
Not sure. I haven't seen that film. Was there a craggle? I just have crow's feet and pigeon toes.
Oh, wow.
And that makes my eyes pop. But
sounds like you've been laying down in your bird bath. How do you get pigeon toes and crow's feet all over your face?
You just let the sun do what it does. I don't believe.
Oh,
this is all from nature.
Oh, you're talking about your skin is weather worn from the sun.
Yes, but this all started with my beauty and my pretty. Yes, I'm pretty, but I have elements of the beast. We're still on your line of questioning.
Wait, so if we follow this chronologically, at your age, 30 years from now, you'll have like an ostrich footprint on your face?
I would like that.
Like, how far do these bird footprints go?
I don't think I'll be around in 30.
I do.
I'd like to be out sooner. A week would be fine.
A week? To me, you'll be around. I'll come visit your grave.
I live my life in a way that if someone said, you have 4 minutes to live.
Yeah.
After 2 minutes, I would say, take me.
Really?
I've done all I needed to do.
You only need 2.
To say goodbye and just to make the exit. I live my life that if you take me right now, I'm okay with it. I'll die with a smile. I live in love. I live.
Wow.
I just ride that middle. I'm not swayed by praise or blame.
So every day you wake up, you go, this could be the last day, and I'm okay with it.
I don't even need to say it.
You don't even need to wake up, apparently.
I'm not. I'm kind of a little sleepy, dreamy.
Walking.
I wake up and I say, just love. Just love.
Wow.
So that's kind of how I live my life.
You mean love others or love thyself?
Just love.
Just love in perpetuity.
And whatever that means, does that mean everything?
Yeah.
Just love, man. Just feel love. I don't need to direct it at anything other than everything.
That's a good way. That's a good mantra.
You know, some people think, okay, in certain situations,
right,
I have to turn it on.
Right.
But it's always on with me.
You're always radiating, emitting love.
I'm
emoting
trying.
love.
It's tricky at times. As a married man and as a father, it's hard to love. But I know that I need to.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10.
4.
For me, right now. A 4.
Sure.
That doesn't
because if you have to ask, you're on the fence.
But that seems almost a movie buddy, not love. Like
4?
Like a 4, I feel like, hey, Har, you want to go to a movie? That's about...
Oh, so you say you're feeling a 4 from me?
Well, I asked you, what are you feeling from me? Out of 10, you said a 4,
well,
and I'm like, you want to go get a Coke?
You just said on a scale of 1 to 10,
right?
And I said 4.
Right.
I didn't even really hear your question.
Okay.
I just felt that 4 was going to be in the ballpark. So what's your question? I'll listen now.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much love are you pushing out at me right now?
A 10.
Oh.
But I thought you were going to ask how much love am I feeling from you.
Oh.
And I would say a 4 because you're not trained in love. You have a lot going on. You're worried about cameras.
Yeah.
You have an intern that's beautiful.
Wow.
Your love is scattered.
Yeah.
Mine's pretty focused on the planet.
So how does one like me get focused love?
You just kind of dump your ego.
I don't know if I can do that,
exactly.
guy.
So,
I mean, look at me.
So 4 is the answer for now.
How do I get it down to a 2?
Well, you're on your way. Just the way you're looking at yourself there, and you're working the audience, even the wink. Each time you're down to a 1.
What's up, player?
Bingo. A lot of self-love. I'd say you love yourself at 10.
That's right.
You give me a 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I'm getting nothing from you right now because you don't even know I'm here. Bingo.
What's up? What's up? You want to go to Arby's later? And I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to
I know you're not. You wouldn't ask me about Arby's because Arby's is something you want. If it was true love, you'd ask the camera, hey, where would you like to go? And that's love.
Okay, let me try that. Harland, where would you like to go? Arby's. Okay. What's up?
You're directing it back to Harland instead of whoever is out there.
That's right.
Nice.
What's up, player?
Sweet. You have a lot of love. It's just not directed in the right angle. Shh. There it is.
You want a party?
So, no, when I look at this camera,
yeah,
I'm just sending love to the planet. Like anyone watching, that's for everyone out there.
What?
It doesn't have to do with Arby's. It doesn't have to do with anything. I'm just sending love. A sincere aspiration to be an asset. I'm sending whatever will ease your suffering. So if you're watching right now and you're feeling a little low, I'm sending you anything that'll kind of raise your vibrations.
Wait, in that, is that not selfish that you're assuming everyone wants to receive your love?
No.
Because you're just saying, hey, I'm sending my love irregardless of what anyone else wants.
Exactly.
That might be a bit self-centered.
Well, I'm just sending love.
What if someone doesn't want it, Guy?
Well, then that's on them. That's something they need to wonder why they don't want to be loved.
What if
everyone should be open to love? Do you want to be loved?
Yeah.
I love you.
How much?
10.
What's up?
How much do you want to be loved?
I don't know. Probably 1,000.
I don't have that capability.
Case closed, hater.
Good point, man. You won. Your ego. This was all ego to you. Even this sweet conversation.
Ladies and gentlemen, off to a very volatile yet intriguing start here on the Harland Highway podcast, where we're diving in deep.
To love.
We're diving into love. And my guest today is a love connoisseur.
Oh, I wouldn't say I'm a connoisseur. You were just saying...
I said connoisseur.
More sewer than con?
Yeah. But the con part's definitely prevalent right now.
If you want to believe that.
I mean, this whole I love everything sounds like a bit of a con to me.
Well, I try to love. When I say just love, and I also said it's hard to when you're married with a child to love everything.
But shouldn't that be the impetus to make you love more?
Of course it should.
A loving wife and a child?
I know. That's my battle.
So you're struggling to find love
of course.
for your own child and your wife.
Yes.
But you're willing to give a 10 to me.
Of course.
What are they getting?
Maybe a 2.
Sounds like my kind of woman.
Yeah, I'm not proud of it.
Is she on Tinder?
I don't even know where she is.
Let me know. I'd love to
I
date her.
don't even know if she has my number.
Well, if you find hers, I would love to date her. Does she like Arby's?
I think she might.
They got the meats.
Well, she likes things alphabetical.
I should make her some alphabet soup.
No, just Arby's is the first restaurant in the A's.
Well, what about assholes?
Is that a restaurant?
No, that's my dad.
Is he a chef? You digressed a little, but I think it seemed important to you.
Sorry. We're talking about food. Can we bust into what's going on in the seafood industry right now, Guy?
Well,
what the hell's happening with seafood? That's where I want to know. Forget the dump the love.
I will say this.
Here we go.
There's quite an upsell in life.
Upshell?
Upsell also. But whatever you want,
yeah,
I think you should just know that it's wrong. Someone's going to hit you with something a little more expensive. And that's just been something that's on my mind lately.
Wait, in the seafood industry?
Oh, seafood, produce, definitely in beef.
What happened?
But I something happened to me.
Oh, boy, here we go. What happened?
I'll tell you, and then maybe you... What I do like coming here and talking about what's going on in my life, because you seem to find a bigger picture.
Yeah. I feel like I'm a window, a conduit into kind of opening up everything.
It's the highway of life. This Harland
Highway.
Highway, I think you keep all the lanes moving somewhere.
Yeah.
But
sounds like there's some seafood weighing heavy on your shoulders, my weary friend.
Well, let's talk about it, and maybe it'll lighten up.
You see what I can bring to the conversation.
A friend and I, the other night, I don't need to mention who he was.
I wouldn't want to know.
But
on a scale of 1 to 10, what's he getting, love-wise?
Oh, a 10. A 10. I'm like I said, I'm loving everyone in the high 10s except probably wife and child.
What about Bo Derek?
A 10 for sure.
Got no choice.
There's memories. I like the hair with the braids, and
she is a 10.
And the bead life she had.
She's a
the
10.
Bead life.
I'm trying to tell you, she's a 10. You have no choice.
Yes, and little Dudley Moore, that little sweet little shortstop.
You were going to say shrimp, which brings us right back to seafood. What is going on with you and seafood? I've never seen you this wound up.
Well,
it's like you're in a.
My buddy and I, we just wanted some shitty little shrimp.
Okay.
The other night. Just shit shrimp.
Shit shrimp.
Just nothing crazy. Just
like not the jumbo shrimp, not the tiger prawns, just the cocktail shrimps.
Just the littlest shrimp that are trying to do the best they can.
Sounds like
and jumbo and jumbo shrimp did come into this story.
Oh,
so
God.
I like that you're on the same path of what really is a shrimp.
Let's hear it.
And we went to a very nice restaurant.
Okay.
Big money.
Can we say the name?
I think it's best that we don't need to. Maybe at the end, I can tell you where this happened.
Okay.
But we met in front of this restaurant.
Okay.
And we had a little talk of what was going to happen in there. Let's just get the shit shrimp. Don't let them talk us into anything. Can you just agree to the shit shrimp?
So it sounds like you came to this place knowing they had shit shrimp, and that's what you were.
I know that every place has tiny shrimp.
Yeah.
I'm calling them. I remember that. That's soothing. That sounds like the ocean. That seems to fit into
with the shit shrimp.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when I say shit shrimp, it's not just it's not on the menu. It doesn't say shit shrimp.
Oh, so you've just deemed it shit shrimp. I
just said let's just go for basically the cheapest shrimp in the building.
Okay.
So if you'd like me to say some cheap shrimp, but shitty shrimp seems to just roll off my tongue.
Have you ever seen shrimp shit?
Oh, I have.
Because when you peel a shrimp, they got that black line right up their spine, and you pull it out, and that's like their shrimp shit.
And that never comes out, I've heard. That just stays in there.
Sometimes you just eat it. All right.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. But I was thinking about the human. We have a lot of poop in us.
Well, I think
sometimes it's pulled out.
Well, I think pushed. Maybe not pulled. If it's getting pulled out, you might be at Jeffrey Dahmer's barbecue.
Well, and there's nothing wrong with that. Not everyone complained about meals with Jeffrey.
Well, who heard their complaints because they never left?
Well, a few got out and said, he was actually charming and a pretty good photographer.
Yeah, that's true. And one of them even called him Butterfingers.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, Jeffrey wasn't all about cannibalism.
Okay.
Because he had a lot of meals in life where he didn't eat his whoever was sitting across from him.
I wonder
how many did he kill? 30? Maybe 30 young men?
Yeah.
So he was in his 30s. He had thousands of meals where he didn't eat somebody or kill them.
I wonder if his idea of a happy meal was tickling someone's feet while he was eating their face.
As someone who's a thinker and open to all meals in a box, a Happy Meal.
Yeah.
I mean, his refrigerator was kind of a giant Happy Meal holder.
Yeah, because you opened the fridge and there was a head going.
Yeah. Well, and Jack in the Box was just a head.
Yeah.
Right? Jack in the Box, isn't that just a head of Jack?
My last girlfriend was just a
box?
And a head.
That's one extra. Sometimes just a box is enough.
Well, they work well together, if you ask me.
Oh, so they did come as a package.
Well, you got the box and then you got the head.
In what order do you prefer?
Depend if you were 69ing or just straight.
Yeah, that's a big number. I usually stop at a 38.
Okay, if you want to sleep with a midget, that's up to you.
I have no problem with someone of that stature. The word midget, I'm not even sure if that's legal.
Well, it is, and the thing about being with them, you got to watch out for the shrimp shit.
Nice. Way to bring it back. Should we continue?
Yes. So you're in front of the shrimp shit restaurant.
A fancy restaurant.
Okay.
And he agreed. It was like we were going in to rob a bank. I don't know if you've ever robbed a bank, but you meet in front and you talk about it and you agree to not kill anybody.
Right. You don't want to kill anyone.
And that's kind of what was happening in front of this restaurant.
Okay.
And it wasn't, let's not kill anyone. It's like, just don't let them sell you anything other than the shitty little shrimp. Let's just agree to that. We don't want to spend a lot of money. We kind of had a budget. We kind of agreed how much we would like to spend.
On shit shrimp.
On shitty little shrimp.
So you go in.
We went in.
Oh,
and
God.
I wanted to sit far away. I wanted to sit in a far table. Because the further away from the kitchen you sit, the harder it is for a waiter or a waitress to push other shit on you.
How's Cleveland?
That's far. If you went to a restaurant here but sat in Cleveland,
yeah,
they're not going to be hitting you up for an expensive appetizer. So I went in, and there was a beautiful little hostess.
Okay.
And
Twinkie or a ding-dong?
Excuse me?
Twinkie or a ding-dong?
Sweet, that's nice. Asian, so I don't know what that would be.
That
Maybe
would be
a little fortune or a ding-dong.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You're funny. I bet people like you. So here's what I was doing.
Yeah.
I said, hey, is there anything in the back? And she said, no, we only have 2 seats at the sushi bar, the counter.
Okay.
And that's not where you want to sit. That's expensive. That's like that's like courtside at a Laker game.
Yeah.
That's like when you go to a strip joint and you sit on stage.
Yeah, you're right you can touch the stage.
But you're going to have to tip. You can't just sit that close to the strippers and not tip. And same as at a Laker game. If you're sitting courtside, it's going to get expensive.
You ever go to a strip joint and just throw shrimp at the girls?
No, I used to throw quarters.
Oh,
and they didn't like that. There were some injuries.
Try shrimp. It bounces off their ass and right back in your mouth. I threw a quarter once
at a young lady named, I believe, Destiny. It was stage 1. Maybe caught her in the eye with a quarter. And it might not have even been a quarter. It may have been a copper slug. That's a illegal coin used to put into parking meters or vending machines.
Okay.
But I threw it at her and I clipped her in the eye.
Oh.
And I wasn't sure at the time, but a week later I came back and she had an eye patch. And she was doing kind of a pirate theme strip. And I think it was because I hit her in the eye with that copper slug.
You should have thrown a saw blade, a circular saw blade at her leg, and then next week she could have come back with a wooden leg.
See, but then you're getting into blood.
Well, I'm just
that's not
keep
what I'm
the
into.
pirate theme going, really.
Okay, well, she's probably still there. She's older now. This was 20 years ago.
Maybe I'll bring her a parrot.
These are all things that could make her
a
top money earner.
Good.
Because she would be more into the outfit now.
Yeah.
Than actually the body.
Yeah.
Because she was old back then. She maybe was 50 when I threw.
Oh, God.
The place I went to.
You're lucky. When you throw coins at a girl that old that's stripping, you're lucky that coin doesn't disappear in a cellulite hole. I mean, that's like stuffing like 5 cents in a gumball machine.
You're always thinking.
Yeah.
That's what separates you from a lot of my friends.
Well, what I do is I throw raw shrimp at the girls, and then it bounces back, and you're just like, boom. You just like kind of catch it like a seal.
These are all things. These are all things that you think about.
By the way, this is not to deviate from your story. I want to hear the outcome.
We're not deviating from anything.
Well,
including the septum, which a friend of mine has.
Oh, God, does he?
Yeah. 2 of them.
Oh, my God.
He's got 4 nose holes.
Oh, God.
So, and he used to have a coke problem. The guy tapped out. He went through all his money like in a week, and he was rich.
4 nose holes.
4 nose holes.
Wow, you fart in front of that guy, he probably has an epileptic seizure.
That's probably what's going to happen. Go ahead. You seem to...
No, but this is it's a little side. It's a Martha Stewart-esque type of shrimp tip.
And shrimp test?
Tip. And I'm not being a shrimp. These are air quotes.
Super. I'm not going to ever question anyone having... That could be a seizure or...
that could be just shrimp, too.
Okay, epileptics.
So basically, this is a little tip, and then we'll get back to your story.
We don't ever have to get back to anything. Okay. That's the beauty of...
That's the beauty of love.
Of just being here. I come here as practice.
Oh.
In case of an emergency.
Right.
I rarely leave my house. Mm-hmm. So if there is an emergency, I want to know how to ask for help. So coming here, talking to you, this is all icing on the cake of life. So we don't have to finish any story, my friend.
What a darling.
Super.
I don't call a lot of my guy buddies darlings, but what a darling.
Thanks. It's probably my green eyes and long eyelashes.
Time as old as time, beauty and the breast. So this is what you do if you're having like a one-night stand, and you're married, so you probably don't have as many as you used to.
Not as many, but they're always on my mind.
Yeah. So
I have a one-night stand next to my bed.
Oh my God, what's his name?
He goes by Bob, but I call him anything I want. Wow. Bobston.
But here's the thing. Sometimes when you have a one-nighter, you don't want the lady to necessarily stay over the whole night. It's called a one-nighter, but it could also technically be a 1-hourer, right? Sometimes you just want to have a little fun and see you later.
Or just a one-nutter.
Right?
Yes.
So how do you get them out? How do you get that girl out of your bed? You've done it. You're laying there in the afterglow. You're radiating. She's smoking a cigarette. You're eating a corned beef sandwich. Whatever you do.
Are you asking me how I do it, or are you going to have a suggestion?
Well, this is the tip. And then you can tell me how you do it.
I'll tell you how I have done it.
But what I do is I keep a bucket of raw shrimp, and the Gulf shrimp, not the shit shrimp. I got the big boys.
Okay.
I keep peeled shrimp right by the side of the bed. And when she's kind of rolled over having her cigarette, I grab a handful. So
she's a smoker?
After sex, you got to smoke.
Okay.
Because, what better way to tell someone you love them than say, hey, that was great. I think I'm slowly going to kill myself.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's a good way. But if you're trying to get rid of whoever you slept with cancer, it's a slow play. You want them out quick.
Right. So here's where the boiled peeled shrimp come in.
Okay.
Well, she's laying there kind of in
because
her
cancer can go long.
Yeah.
So if you have a one-night stand and you're in bed and say, have a cigarette, and you're hoping for cancer, she's going to be in that bed for a long time. And then eventually hospice.
Right.
So that could be a 10-year run.
Right. You just roll off her and go, so how's your leukemia?
Yeah. And that's a long talk.
Yeah.
But tell me how you get them out quick.
So here's how you do it. When they're in the afterglow, kind of drifting off into
So they're glowing.
They're glowing.
So you're a good lover of the sexual.
I'm a great lover.
Lover of the sexual conduct.
And so what you do is when they're sort of in that kind of misty haze, you reach into the bucket beside your bed. You pull out a handful of
the big ones,
peeled like gull, almost like you're going to throw them to a bunch of seagulls off the back of a boat.
Okay.
You can almost feel the salty
breeze in your hair. Do you have seagulls in your room or no?
That's happened.
Okay.
One time I had an echolocodon.
Oh, I don't know what that is, but
it's a prehistoric bird.
It sounds like a good smelling creature.
It smells like turnips. So what you do is, well, she's in this afterglow.
Glowing because of your
lovemaking. You reach into the bucket. You have a handful of pink boiled shrimp. You throw them under the blankets.
Okay.
And it takes about 5, maybe 10 minutes.
Are they alive?
No, they're already peeled.
Okay.
They got the little tails on them, but you got that.
So peeling kills them usually?
You got that pink meat, you know, that flesh. And so, well, you're just kind of sitting there. Eventually she starts moving around and she feels these fleshy things.
So she'll think it's a penis.
No, here's where you go with as you're moving around, you start to tell her about your leprosy. And she's up out of there like, you won't believe, like a baby deer running out of a forest fire while watching its mother just sizzle under a cedar tree.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they leave.
Oh, they're gone. Hey, everybody, check out my merchandise at harbling.com. Yeah, most people just slap some letters or images on a t-shirt or a hoodie, but not me. Yours truly. Guess what? I draw my own designs. At harbling.com, you can see tons of my hand-drawn t-shirts. You can either buy the original or you can buy a print. And man, oh man, wear them loud and proud. I love making these designs for you guys and keeping it personal. So check out the whole catalog. We got hoodies, we got coffee mugs, we got t-shirts, you name it, it's there at harbling.com. Get your Harland original design, wearable art at harbling.com today. And thank you for your support. And I'll just keep the groovy images coming.
So
this is how you get a girl out after a one-night stand.
And like I say,
it's all about love.
It is all about love, and I've only done this a few times because I like to sleep alone, and this way gets pretty expensive.
Okay, let's hear it.
So I keep what appears to be water next to my bed on my side.
Like a bottle?
No, a glass.
A glass of water.
And it's a blue glass.
Okay.
So it's antique. But what's really in the cup is not water. It's an accelerant.
Oh.
So
sounds excellent.
I don't know if you see where this is going. It's kind of a gasoline. It's a charcoal briquette lighter. It's a combination of a few things.
Highly flammable?
Yes.
Okay.
So my woman is not smoking.
Okay.
But I always have incense burning next to the bed.
Sexy.
So after I make the love and she gets comfortable, like she's planning on staying the night.
The love.
I spill my glass of water.
Water.
The accelerant.
Shrimp fingers.
On my side of the bed.
Nice.
I'm not a murderer.
No.
Though it has happened, and I've explained. But so my side of the bed, I've spilled water, baby. Let me go get a towel.
Right.
But as I leave, I grab the incense, which is burning.
Burning. Red ember on the tip.
Red ember. And as I get closer to the door, I flick it. I'm a thumb guy.
Wow.
I do this so that the thumb's up.
So Fonzie style?
Yeah, you do that like you're pointing, which is aggressive.
Hey, you're going to die, but you're like, you're going to die.
Boom. But she's not going to die because I'm just I'm burning the bed.
Oh, sorry.
It's just to get them out of bed.
So you light the bed on fire.
My side.
Your side, yeah.
And hopefully she sees it in time. But the minute a bed is engulfed in hot heat flames, they get up. They call it a night.
Yeah.
And they leave. I've done it 4 or 5 times.
This is
and
good.
I said at the beginning, it's expensive.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know what memory foam costs.
Wow.
But I've had one mattress which has survived 3 or 4 fires. I don't throw each mattress out.
You just flip it over. That's the beauty of
so
mattresses.
My memory foam has 3 or 4 horrendous memories of fire, screaming. So that's how, I like your shrimp.
I have a memory foam mattress, but I can't remember what brand it is.
Nice. That's a strong mattress. And I see the comedy, and there's people out there that that are laughing.
What do you mean comedy? What?
I mean, I have
my mattress never forgets. I remember I took it to hang out with some elephants once, and they just.
I mean, I'm very private. Like I have a sleep number on my side of the bed.
Okay.
Which is blocked. That's how private.
Wow.
That's how private I am, and that's right along that your memory foam forgets,
Yeah.
but mine remembers.
Wow.
4 fires, premature ejaculation. There's some bad memories in my foam.
What if you have a memory foam mattress and then you go to Taco Bell and then you fart in that mattress all night?
It remembers.
And so next time there's Taco Bell in the house, you go to bed and you just see your mattress running across the front lawn. Like
that can happen.
Down the street.
Yeah.
It's like, I ain't sitting through that shitstorm again.
Yeah. Or maybe going to the fire department and explaining what it's been through.
Have you ever had
I probably have.
Oh, good. Here we go.
Go ahead.
Have you ever had a run-in with, we're talking about seafood and shit shrimp. Have you ever had a run-in in the ocean with a real, sea critter?
Now, by a critter, are you talking size? Are you talking crabs?
Could be any type of marine wildlife.
I have had a one-on-one with a shark.
Here we go.
Down in La Jolla.
Let's hear it, guy.
I used to swim.
Okay.
I used to get out there in the mornings and swim in La Jolla Cove. I would do a mile every morning.
A mile?
And
wow.
On this particular morning, a shark came at me. And I did what you're supposed to do. I popped it right in the nose.
Okay.
It came back again.
Wow.
And I did it one more time. But I'll tell you, I've had 2 run-ins, not just with a shark. And this, I have had a run-in with a dolphin. And everyone has dolphin rape stories. They because the dolphins are known to be rapists.
To rape?
The dolphins rape. This is just a fact.
Huh.
But when I was 8 years old, I was swimming off Mission Beach.
Oh, where the priest dolphins are. Now it makes sense.
Exactly. And I got caught in a riptide when I was 8 years old.
Oh, God.
And I was pulled
I always knew he was gay.
I was pulled out beyond the waves.
Oh.
And suddenly, I felt a dolphin press up against my rectal area.
For those that don't know what a rectum is, the other word is?
The anal cavity hole.
Okay.
Pressed the beak, the rubber horn they have.
Oh, their snout?
The nose, the bottle nose.
Maybe it was trying to put its blowhole on your asshole and give you mouth-to-mouth asshole resuscitation.
See, this is what we're going to find out may have been in play.
Whoa, here we go.
So suddenly the dolphin has the bottle nose pressed against the recti. Well, if I could get that on a loop, just your slurping is a wave, and that's
We are talking
So
about the ocean.
he pressed his bottlenose against the rectus,
Okay.
and he began pushing me around. And I thought he was looking for something to get leverage against.
Okay.
Because he was pushing me toward a buoy, a giant buoy.
Oh, God.
And I was like, he's going to pin me
It really
against,
was a priest fish.
He was going to pin me against the buoy to finish the rape. But I managed to dodge the buoy.
Okay.
And he took me to shore.
Oh, my God.
And he left me there.
He left you at Pauly Shore's house?
Possibly. I believe Pauly's mom had a place in the vicinity. But people said to me, that dolphin saved your life.
What? Say what now? Because
the dolphin took me from a dangerous riptide.
Oh, okay.
And took me to shore. He took me to the beach and left me there. And they said, that dolphin saved your life. And I said, you weren't there.
Yeah.
You didn't smell the alcohol on its breath.
Yeah.
And I eventually saw that dolphin a few years later at SeaWorld.
Okay.
It was wearing my shorts still.
This was the rape dolphin.
Took my shorts off.
So Pauly shorts.
Pauly shorts. So those are my critter stories. A shark.
Wow.
Gave a shark a pop in the nose.
Yeah.
And a dolphin.
What kind of shark?
I believe it was, it looked like a hammerhead because it was wearing a tool belt.
Oh, God. So it nailed you, huh?
Tried. Good point. Should we finish up on what happened with these shrimp?
Yeah, I
mean, you had a Martha Stewart thing going.
No,
Did you want to finish that?
No, we've done it. I just added a little tip, but I told you I didn't want to diverge from
Was your Martha Stewart segue, did it have to do with getting women out of bed?
It was just a shrimp. It was to talk. You were talking about shrimp, and then I had some experience with shrimp and one night stands, but we're through that. We got to the dolphin rape, and now we're good.
All right, I don't know how much time you have.
We got time. We got to hear the end of this.
Okay. So I wanted a table in the back.
Right. As far away as possible.
Because I thought I would save money.
Yeah.
And this beautiful hostess, she said, I have 2 seats, and they're at the sushi counter, sushi bar. I don't know what the real term for it is. Is it just the counter where they're doing the cooking?
The sushi.
It's where the chefs are.
The sushi chefs.
And I don't want to sit there because it's every time I've sat there, it's been expensive. You have to buy them beers.
Yeah. You have to talk to them.
You have to talk. But
you can see their saliva dripping in your food.
And they all most of them changed their name to Gary so that you can humanize the experience. Yeah. Hey, Gary, would you like a beer?
Yeah.
And it's never a small beer. They always want those jumbo beers.
There's that word again.
There it is.
Yeah.
And usually it's dangerous to give them beers.
Yeah,
because by the end of the night,
knives.
They're giving you bottle caps with rice and tuna, and you're chipping teeth. And they have that little sushi torch that sears, I believe, tuna. And by the end of the night, you're losing eyebrows.
Yeah,
they're drunk. You're at war, flamethrowers.
Yeah. Okay.
So I said, okay, we'll sit at the counter.
Yeah.
And I immediately, and then she kind of leaned against me and said, would you like to buy Gary a beer? And I said, I'll buy him a house if you keep pressing your little titties against my back. It was part of the hostess's ploy.
Yeah.
They're very flirtatious, almost hugging me when she whispered in my ear, would you like to buy Gary a beer? I'll buy him anything. Just stop. So I said, Gary's like, what do you guys want? I was like, just some shrimp. Gary, just some shitty little shrimp, nothing crazy. It can be off the floor. Just nothing too much. Did something just go out? Has that always been flashing?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Okay, I just noticed it.
Something's going on.
Is there any way you could just turn it off with that button behind you, or unplug it for a moment?
Let's see what.
How did that happen?
I don't know. I think Gary did it.
Okay. Thanks, buddy. Only because I have migraines that are triggered.
Oh, by flashing lights.
Yeah,
Strobing.
Yeah. So the fact that you just strobed, I said, we might be calling it. It's going again.
Wow.
We won't even be able to get to.
Hang on.
Thanks, pal.
There we go.
Oh,
There.
thanks,
See?
man. I'd rather, just solid.
No, we don't want any accidents.
No, I mean, the fact that it just started after 3 times.
Yeah.
Was this a new trick you have? Was this to see what I'm capable and what I'm aware of?
No, I was not trying to get you off of your 4-hour shrimp story. I promise.
We've been, so many things have come into play with the shrimp story, my friend. Are you saying that I'm drawing this out? I believe you threw Martha Stewart in there.
I did.
And how you get a girl out of bed. Anytime the word shrimp came into play, it seemed to trigger a memory in your life.
I know. Sorry.
I mean, as I was about to finish the story, you said, hey, have you ever been attacked in the ocean by a critter? I said, is rape an attack in your brain? So, so this 4-hour shrimp story, I believe 2 of it's yours. Okay. So where are we?
So you're at the counter. You said, Gary, just give me some shit shrimp. And then what?
And I had to get him a beer.
Yeah.
Which I was against.
Yeah.
Because of the dangers. Chipping teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Losing eyebrows with the seared
The seared thing, yeah.
I said, just some little shit shrimp.
Yeah.
And he said, you guys are big guys. How about just some jumbo shrimp? Which you had mentioned at the beginning. And I said, no, just some shitty little shrimp. Shrimp at the jumbo shrimp bully.
Okay, yeah.
I just,
Kick around.
And then he looked at my friend and he kind of said, how about some live shrimp? It's $10 more, but there's nothing better than live shrimp. And I'm like, yeah, I think if you're a shrimp, there's nothing better than live shrimp.
It's worth way more than $10.
And I just said, no, we want that shitty little shrimp. And then Gary said, but it's an aphrodisiac. It'll make your dick hard.
The shitty shrimp.
No, the live shrimp.
Oh, the live shrimp.
He's still working on the upsell.
So he's gonna put the shrimp on your lap, and the shrimp's gonna crawl up and down your penis.
He said it's an aphrodisiac. It'll make your dick hard
by crawling up and down.
And I said, Gary, I have enough trouble working these chopsticks as is. You don't need to throw a boner in the mix.
Right.
And my buddy said, give me the live shrimp.
Oh, God.
He fell for the upsell.
Oh, God, yeah.
The whole story is about the upsell of seafood.
Yeah.
And he held that live shrimp. And I was so upset at my friend. I said, we had agreed on shit shrimp. And then he said, the aphrodisiac, my dick hasn't been hard. And come on, let me get...
Long time.
So he held the live shrimp up in front of my friend's face.
Oh.
Like proof of life.
Yeah, was it wiggling and stuff?
Of course, it was alive. And it was like there should have been a newspaper just next to it.
Was there a little antennae going?
Everything was going. And the shrimp was even glancing, looked at me like, what's going on, man? What's going on here?
Yeah.
And then my buddy nodded. And Gary popped that shrimp's head off.
Pulled the head off.
That exact sound.
Yeah. Oh, God.
So for $10 more, you can be God.
Right.
It's your own little snuff film.
Yeah, it's like snuff shrimp.
You're just, you're nodding and the guy's executing.
That's like murder shrimp.
Murder.
Wow.
And then Gary said to me, we have one more. Would you like live shrimp also? I said, no, I want the shitty little shrimp.
Shit shrimp.
And then he's like, but it's the last one. if we don't kill him, he'll feel bad about what happened to his friend. They came in together.
Yeah.
And I was angry. I was like, survivor guilt? That's how you're moving this shit?
You have to kill it at that point.
Kind of.
Yeah.
And I said, how about I give you $10 and you just give me the shrimp?
Like a pet?
And I would just take the shrimp to the ocean and let it go because maybe it hated the shrimp that was just killed.
Well, what about a middle ground? You take it out back for $4, beat the shit out of it, and bring it back.
That's also a way to go.
It's like battered shrimp.
That's not bad. I wasn't in the right frame of mind.
It's almost like tempura. Battered shrimp is just a little bit, this close to being tempura.
No, you're right. These are things that if you had been with me,
I would have sorted it out.
But I thought, just give me 10. I'll give you 10. And he said, this isn't a rescue.
This is a restaurant.
And I just said, for $10 more, we'll just give that $10 to the family of the one you just executed.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to need some comfort food.
Yeah.
After they see what happened to their brother.
Oh.
Like when they see executions on TV of reporters, the family.
Yeah.
For $10, you can get a lot of krill, which is, I believe, what the shrimp like to eat on the whales.
Whale sharks. They like baleen whales.
Do you know what the word krill is?
Yes, it's a very tiny shrimp-like creature.
Yeah, so for $10,
they amass in gigantic
for $10,
schools.
You can get a lot of krill.
Yeah, for $10, you could probably get like a garbage bag full of krill.
But the guy would not do that. He would not just sell me the shrimp to take.
Yeah. It's like murder
because
or
I felt
nothing.
I would take the shrimp to the ocean, and they're like, where's George? And I'm like, they killed him. And then everyone would be happy because the one they killed was an asshole.
Sounds like seafood's not for you. You've got rape dolphins, murder shrimp. I mean...
But here's what happened. And
what's next? OJ whale?
Well, a sperm whale and a blowfish. I saw that.
Oh,
it
God.
It took a while because the blowfish are so small.
Yeah.
But I saw a blowfish and a sperm whale go at it, and the result was pretty messy.
Oh, that's got to be awful.
Pretty messy and
foamy.
But here's what happened. Here's how
Here's
how the story ended. I ended up. I bought the live shrimp.
Okay.
I gave him that 10 for the aphrodisiac.
And you did what with it?
I ate it. He killed it. And my buddy and I ate it. We fell for the upsell.
Yeah.
We left with 2 boners.
Oh, okay.
3 chipped teeth.
Yeah, from the beer caps.
From the beer. And 1 eyebrow between the 2 of us was left.
From the flamethrower thing.
From the sushi, not from the tuna, from the seared tuna.
The searer, yeah.
So that was last week.
That's not a good food. Can I tell you a good food story?
Of course.
Like one that evolved. That's full of hate, murder. Can I tell you a love food story?
God, I would love one.
Okay. This one I think you're going to be a lot happier with. This is a feel-good food story.
I would like one with a happy ending, one that didn't include a dentist and a Sharpie having to fill in eyebrows so that I could utilize the boner that we both had.
Oh, right. Should have gone right back down to the water and looked for that rape dolphin.
Oh, man.
Now you were ready.
I do know that dolphin. Still at SeaWorld, still wearing the shorts. Not much left of them now.
What's its name?
Well, he goes by Steven.
Steven the rape dolphin.
And my shorts were small, so they fit him pretty tight. And now they're more of a kind of a G-string because they've worn out. Salt eats through birdwell. They were that birdwell material.
I used to have a pair of Hooters shorts. Remember those orange shorts?
Of course, man.
God, I wore those around for a while.
Oh, why wouldn't you?
But here's a food story with a happy ending. You ready?
Of course.
So I'm
not here for sadness.
Right? You said at the beginning, love. This story's about love and food and happy endings.
Okay.
Have you ever been to Cracker Barrel?
I think I have once.
It's
in Mississippi. I
right.
believe I went to a lot of whites.
Yeah, they're all over the sort of the Midwest towards the south.
I have been to
Cracker Barrel.
Yes.
And what they are, they're kind of like a country store type of restaurant with comfort food, meatloaf and biscuits and gravy and chicken pot pies.
So that's comfortable if you're into that.
Oh, it's comfort food. And then it's kind of set up sort of like an old southern like shack. And out front they have like an old wooden porch and they have rocking chairs.
Now, is this a house?
No, this is like a restaurant. And the rocking chairs are right outside the restaurant window. So I had this gal for a while. We were dating, and she liked to do it in public. I don't know if you've ever done it in public.
Oh, of course. Now, when you say do it, does that mean the enter of the course?
Yeah, lovemaking.
Okay.
So the
insertion of organs?
Yeah. Just shy of a dolphin rape. And so we were.
You had me at rape.
Yeah. So did the dolphin.
Well, almost. Missed it by one buoy.
Wow.
Go ahead.
So we're at the Cracker Barrel, and they got this outdoor deck with rocking chairs while you're waiting to go in to eat.
Wow.
You can look through the
window.
window.
And do they give you that little thing that beeps when it's time?
Yeah, they give you a little electric beeper, and you can look through the window and see people eating.
Little pacemakers.
Yeah. So we're sitting out on the deck. We're in one of the rocking chairs.
Yes.
And my gal says she wants to do it. She wants to get it on.
Okay, on you.
Right? We're making love.
And she instigated it, so this isn't a Me Too situation.
She instigated it. So here she is. She's naked. We're in front of the Cracker Barrel on the rocking chair. The rocking chair is going like crazy.
And your penile is involved?
Yeah, it's lovemaking.
So it's been filled with the fluid that makes it...
Yeah, Cracker Barrel love, guy.
Okay.
And we're just rocking back and forth, and we get going. We get so much momentum. We smash through the window of the restaurant.
Nice.
Okay? We land on someone's table. They got the meatloaf, the pancakes. Everything's like a family of like 18. It's like...
That's a big family.
Right?
But that sounds like a Cracker Barrel family. 18 seems
right. That's about right.
Okay.
And one thing inside Cracker Barrel, they decorate it with antiques. They got old like milk jugs. They got giant saws, the giant saws that the old lumberjacks used to use. So here we are. We fly.
And do they use those saws on the meat?
Well, here's what happened. You're going to love it.
I hope so.
We smashed through the window. We're on the table. One of the people at the table was so taken aback and surprised. They went backwards, hit the wall. The giant saw came down, cut one of my gal's boobs off.
Nice. So was she... Who landed back on the table?
She landed on her back. I'm on top.
Oh, so you were sitting on the rocker.
Right.
When she was... Gotcha.
We flew backwards.
For some reason, I pictured you...
Oh, wait, yeah. So I'm sitting on the rocker, so I flew back. She's on top, yeah.
No, if you're sitting...
Right.
And it throws you...
Right, back.
She's gonna...
She's landing on top of me.
How?
Because here's the window. Here's the rocker going back and forth. I'm sitting on the rocker.
You're thrown like this. So now you're going through the window on top.
No, the back of the rocker goes through the window. See? The rocker went back. We flew off through the window. Right? So
I'm not sure.
She's on top of me. This person backs into the wall. Old antique saw comes out, cuts her breast off. We race to the hospital to reattach it. Doctor comes out. We can't reattach this breast. And we go, why not? She goes, you have full-blown breast cancer. You would have been dead in 3 weeks. Can you believe it?
So if you had had a one-night stand with her, it would have been a 3-weeker. You wouldn't have had to burn her.
Right?
Okay.
But what a beautiful, like, make love, find out, saved her life.
And did your buzzer ever go off?
We never found it.
Okay.
And then 3 weeks later, we were at a movie and we heard it, and guess it went... Okay.
Can I just say one thing? Because I'm sure I have to... I'm sure this was wonderful for everyone that got to see this. You're in the rocking chair.
Yeah.
I don't like to go back, but as a detective at heart.
Okay.
The chair is rocking.
Right.
And maybe some of your fans can, I don't know if they can show us a drawing of how this happened, but you're sitting in the chair.
Right, like imagine I'm in the chair now and the back of the rocking chair is behind me. So I'm going back and forth, just like this.
Oh, but the window's behind you?
The window's behind me.
Okay, you had told me the window was in front of you.
No, it was behind us.
Okay.
So we went right through onto a table.
Okay, did you stay in the chair? Was the chair?
No, we flew right out of it.
Okay.
That's how hard we were going.
Slid out.
Right, flew out.
Okay, because of the thrust of...
the power of lovemaking.
So you kind of slid through the window without the chair.
Smashed right through it.
And you were hooked together because of, like, when dogs get it on,
they're
tough
stuck
to unhook them.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is making sense.
Yeah.
So you went through the window.
Right.
You landed on the table.
Yep. Exactly. Now you got it.
You're still bonerized.
Well.
Beginning to lose the wood for the... glass. Was there your back bleeding?
No, we landed right on some pancakes. It was almost like landing on sponge.
Was it a sugar glass?
No, it just shattered.
But nothing in your back.
No, it blew to the side. Sweet. We went through with a lot of force, so the glass dispersed. We landed, I had a meatloaf behind my head, 2 pancakes under each shoulder blade, and
were they
chicken
having
pot
dinner?
pie right in the arch of my...
pancakes at dinner.
Well, you can get it all day. That's the beauty of Cracker Barrel.
Of the cracker.
Yeah.
And then that saw fell and took off a breast.
It fell. One of the guys went reeling backwards, hit the wall. This giant saw came crashing down. Just didn't even saw, just cleaved her breast off.
Here's a problem.
We put it in an ice bucket with some lemonade and some Dr. Pepper.
I was going to ask you if someone tried to eat the tit.
No.
Are you saying no one reached for that? Out of 18?
There wasn't.
A family of 18 at a Cracker Barrel, no one's reaching for a lone tit?
It bounced over onto another guy's plate. He was a truck driver. He did pour some biscuit gravy on it, but we were able to get to him before he could put a knife and fork
So when you got to the hospital, did the breast have the biscuit gravy?
It did.
So maybe that's what the doctor thought was the cancer.
No, they looked inside. This thing was cancerous. Saved her life.
Wow. I mean, this is why I leave the house.
Well,
because stories like that let people know there's hope, that even if you're spending a lot of time waiting for a table,
anything
you can make
happen.
what's left of the love.
It's all about love. Comes right back to what you started. Love.
Just love, man.
I have a question. This is important. We're talking about a lot of important stuff.
Well, death and cancer.
Right. Ready?
Well, one sip. Thank you, brother.
Here's my question.
And it's for me?
Yes. Crinkle, crinkle, crack, or crinkle, crackle, crunch?
Now, those are words in a type of order. Crinkle, crinkle, crack.
Or crackle, crinkle, crunch.
Man, I think I would like to, get that crack out of the way.
Okay.
So whether it's sunflower seed or pistachio, I'd like to get the crack so that I get to the crunch.
Okay.
But this is just the way I was raised.
So
I'm not really understanding the question.
Wait.
Is that a cereal?
So are you saying crinkle, crackle, crunch? Is your answer?
Oh, I thought there was one where crack was first.
Crinkle, crinkle, crack, or crinkle, crackle, crunch.
Oh, I would get as long as crackle is not the end.
No.
No, yes.
None of them have crackle at the end.
Oh, none of them do.
So which one?
And the crinkle is what?
Crinkle, crinkle, crack.
Yeah, I don't want that.
So you want crinkle, crackle, crunch.
Yes.
That's all I was asking, guy.
No, but I
feel like I got a bit of tude.
Well, not a toot. I just, I'm learning as I go.
Okay.
You're asking questions that
Just a question.
had never been asked of me. But when I think about it, because of history, I like that crack closer to the front.
Okay. Great.
Was that it?
Well,
Was that the question that you needed answered?
yeah.
Okay.
And now that brings us to words from a wooden shoe, my friend.
Okay.
And you know the drill.
I don't really remember.
It's a Dutch clog, an authentic Dutch wooden clog.
I don't remember anything from our previous visits.
You need to lay down on a memory foam mattress, I think.
I don't want to know. I'm trying to just move forward in life. I don't want to go back.
Well, let's see if you can go back one last time
to the shoe.
If one of the words in here brings out a memory or a story
Oh, God.
from your life. Words from a wooden shoe.
So I have something in my hand.
Read it and see if it spawns a memory, a story, a good experience, a bad experience. Whatever. What's it say?
Gun.
It's a big one.
It does remind me of a simpler time in my life.
Okay, here we go.
I used to know how I was going to die.
Whoa.
For many years, I was going to be shot in the top of the head by a .357 Magnum.
Very specific.
I had an old lady that lived above me.
Was she a marksman?
No, but she was probably 100 years old. Wow. And she lived in the apartment right above me.
Okay.
And she had a .357 Magnum.
Wow, that's a big condom.
Well, this is the weapon, the gun.
Oh, the gun. I'm sorry.
That's all right. It's an easy mistake when Magnum triggers a lot of thoughts. But this woman could not even lift the weapon. It would just hang in her bony 100-year-old arm.
Right.
Into her shag carpet from the 20s, which was filled with dust mites and
lice
and just
skin
everything.
flakes.
Everything.
Psoriasis.
Douche, I believe, is what 100-year-old women use to.
Gray pubes.
Oh, all colors. She'd been in the same house for 80 years.
Shingles,
also curtains. But that gun was pointed right through her shag carpet.
To you underneath.
To me. And I'm tall.
Oh.
And my head almost hit the ceiling of my old apartment.
That's horrifying.
So I always knew that one day she was going to shoot through the floor into the top of my head with that .357 Magnum.
So you walked around all day like a ticking time bomb.
I knew how I was going to die. And one day I finally asked her, I'm like, why? Why do you have a gun?
Yeah.
And she says, there's a hit out on me.
No way. She was a singer?
She was actually jazz from the early 20s.
And
I said, you've been on the couch for 70 years. If someone's trying to kill you, you are not a high priority target.
Right.
God can't even kill you.
Is that the name of her hit?
It could have been. But I felt safe. Eventually, I got her a lock for the gun.
Wow, so she put your hair on her gun?
Just a lock. But
a gun lock.
But I know exactly. And I feel safe because she can't even open the sliding, what is it called that keeps the bugs out of a door?
Fuck off?
No, that's the type of repellent. There's a screen door.
Oh, a screen door,
She can't even open that.
Can she shoot through it?
I don't know. She can't lift it.
Right.
It's just always, she
yeah.
cannot lift it. And,
Got it, okay.
And I love her.
She's still alive?
I don't know. I had to move, but she used to make 3 bean salad, but would only use 3 beans.
Wow, frugal.
And I said, that's just the title.
Right.
That's not the total number of ingredients. I mean, there wasn't enough beans in there for a fart.
Good thing she never made a human being salad.
She would have if she had just enough strength to pull that.
The trigger.
But that's what the word gun.
Wow.
Triggers in me.
And she never shot through the floor?
She never shot. I guess she maybe never even had bullets. But for many years, I thought that's how I was going to die.
What a way to live. How long did you live there?
Man, 16 years.
Wow.
I'm a creature of habit.
Yeah. God, I bet you stayed out of the living room a lot, huh? What didn't you say?
It was just kind of a living room.
Yeah. Could have been a dead room if you didn't.
Wouldn't have been bad living in a dead room. But that's what gun brings up in me.
Unbelievable.
Suicide.
Unbelievable. Well, it's not a suicide if someone else shoots you.
Well, if I stay there, I could have left.
Oh, so
the fact that wherever she walked, I kind of mirrored her. So maybe it was a suicide.
You were trying to kill yourself.
If you think about it.
Yeah.
Why would I stay? Why would, I hear her in the bathroom. I'll go there for a minute. Because she walked around with the gun.
So you were trying to kill yourself, but without the guilt.
Yeah.
Free ticket into heaven.
Well, when a 100-year-old woman, a lounge singer from the 20s who dated Bugsy Siegel, when she puts a bullet in the top of your head, that's a story you tell at the pearly gates. You get right in.
The good thing about getting killed by an old lady is at least at the funeral there's freshly baked cookies.
Yeah. Oh, that's good thinking. I should probably move back. What a day, huh?
This was all about love. Well, folks, this has been Kirk Fox here on the Harland Highway Podcast. Do you want to plug anything? 3rd season of your TV show? Come on, tell them.
Well, I'm just a part of it.
It's so good.
A small, wonderful part.
Tell them.
August 2nd will be the 3rd and final season of Reservation Dogs, one of the greatest shows ever created by Sterling Harjo and a young man named Taika Waititi. And I've been fortunate enough to be a part of this show for 3 years. And health insurance, I played Kenny Boy, who's in charge of salvage and meth, which seems to be my wheelhouse. And I also, I'm on a show right now. You have to look carefully because I'm in disguise and I don't say a lot. It's called Jury Duty.
Yes, I just watched the whole thing.
And it's one of the greatest shows on the planet.
It's really funny.
And I play Pat McCurdy, juror number 1. Yeah. And I was there. I was one of the jurors.
And I asked you about this because they did use you sparingly, which is a shame because every time they do use you, it's hilarious. Well, so are you allowed to say what happened when you got there?
I think the word is out that I think maybe even on the first day, this young man named Ronald Gladden.
He was the Mark.
The innocent. He told James Marsden that he loved Parks and Rec. They were talking about Ben Schwartz, who was also in Sonic, I believe, with Mr. Marsden.
Yeah.
And word traveled fast that this guy loved Parks and Rec.
Which you were in.
Which I was a part of. I played Sewage Joe, one of the greatest sex offenders, probably on primetime.
Yeah.
And
did he recognize you? Or
no,
did he
because I immediately went into his blind spots. I immediately never made too much eye contact.
Did the producers make you do that?
There was I believe the word is conscientious.
Yeah.
Is that a word where we said
It is.
let's kind of pull back Kirk? I mean, I could have dodged it if it happened, but if he had seen someone from Parks and Rec, also James Marsden, his brain may have started thinking,
these are all actors.
how is it possible that there's two actors on the same? And
because the premise of the show is it's a reality show where it's 12 jurors who are all actors, and they found one guy who wasn't in on it, and so the whole show centers around this guy not knowing he's being duped.
We create a magic world. There was hundreds involved.
Yeah,
there was a whole courthouse we took over.
I know,
and he even was sequestered. With 6 other jurors, and they went to a hotel every night. And the other 6 jurors, which I was a part of, we went to what he thought was another hotel. But we just went around the block and were allowed to get into our cars and leave.
That's awesome.
But we weren't home long because we had to be back the next morning.
It sucks because you were in that thing, and early on you had some of the funniest lines. You were hilarious. And then I was watching, why aren't they cutting to you enough? And when I called you and asked you, you said,
he
might have figured it out if I was too much of a present.
And Ronald even said that if I had said a little bit more, he would have pieced it all together. He could not believe at the reveal that, oh, shit.
I sort of couldn't believe he didn't figure it out. But
I know.
I guess it's good he didn't. Or the show wouldn't have worked, obviously.
If he had figured it out, then it wouldn't have been the same show, and that show would have ended.
Yeah.
And then we would have had to have looked for somebody else to try it on.
What's interesting, too, is he seemed like a sort of an intelligent guy. Like, he didn't seem slow or dim-witted. He was just an average guy. But I was like, man, there's so many weird coincidences and things happening here that... But sort of felt comedic. And
there were a few cameras, so he knew he was making a documentary about this judge's last case.
Yeah.
So he was okay with that there were some cameras.
Yeah.
But he did not know there was 50 other hidden cameras.
Yeah.
So he did not know. But it just shows you that if a few people want to lead you to believe something, they certainly can. 2 people can convince an old lady to buy a .357 Magnum for home protection. But imagine 100 people can get one guy to think he's deciding on a case.
Yeah. I think I got people to believe I made love outside of a Cracker Barrel and saved a girl from getting breast cancer.
There's probably someone who doesn't think that happened, but we know it did.
We know it did.
You saved a woman. Cancer is real. So if they don't believe that you can find breast cancer in a tit that got cut off on a table at Cracker Barrel, then maybe you don't believe in life. Maybe that's something you need to work on. All right, thank you. This was great.
That was good. I like ending on that. Let's hit the theme music.
Okay. We'll see you next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you want to tell them where they can find you? You doing stand-up? You got any social media?
I do a little stand-up, but hey, Instagram. Kirk Fox on Instagram. I post a little there. I'm not very social, but I'll probably respond to you if you say hi.
Yeah.
Kirk
maybe
Fox.
even get a one-nighter.
Yeah, if you like fire.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Harland Highway Podcast, Kirk the Man Fox. Until next time, chicken chow mein with biscuit gravy.
Super.
You want to go get some shrimp?
Why not? Let's find a rocking chair.
Well, I don't know if I want to go that far. I just said shrimp.